Hello everyone. In this video I'm painting a scene, two swans gliding across a still lake. I will walk you through the entire process step by step. It's simply relaxing and totally beginner friendly. This is for anyone who's ever thought I can't paint or I'm not an artist. So you don't need to be, you just need to start. Grab your paints, a brush and maybe a cup of tea, or just watch first and paint along later. You don't need anything fancy, use what you have. The most important thing is to enjoy the process. Okay? So let's start. This is my reference that I analyze to understand which colors I will use in the painting, which ones dominate and which are cool or warm. I also see three main colors that dominate: shades of green, blue and peach. And the swans are the first thing that catches your eye. They are arranged harmoniously with each other. The entire background is almost blurred, and only the swans are more clearly detailed. Also, I see light reflection on the water, indicating a sunrise or sunset. In my painting, I use acrylic paints. At this stage, I'm simply filling the white canvas with color using a simple sponge. Here, I intuitively blend and mix colors on the canvas, using the reference image as a guide and placing the right colors in the right areas. Don't worry if it looks messy at first. It always comes together. I lay the warm sunset color horizontally to depict the reflection on the water and vertically to suggest it in the distant background. I'm adding basic white as the first layer to block in the silhouette. Painting reflection is the best method to indicate water. Paint it roughly like this, since reflections are usually blurry and soft. I keep adding strokes with different shades to the swan so it doesn't look flat. Incorporating some water hues into the swan's feathers can make the painting feel more cohesive. As you can see, here I'm adding a bit of peachy sunset color that also falls on the swan. The swan glides across the water, so I add little shimmering waves around it. These patterns make it obvious that it's water. Here I'm adding bright spots of color. At this point, I use more cerulean blue to give the water more depth. For me, the easiest way was to rub it with a cotton bud. While painting, I felt like adding a tree, even though it wasn't in the reference. If you struggle to picture a tree from imagination, you can always use a reference image. I mix various shades of green. Here I'm working wet on wet, letting the colors mix softly and naturally on the canvas. Use dark greens to add depth and light greens to highlight areas, giving the tree form and contrast. Continue mixing your tones while the paint is wet to achieve soft transitions and gradients. At a certain moment, you will realize that it takes shape. Naturally, the tree will be more recognizable if the viewer sees a brown trunk. Since the trunk is in the shade, I keep it simple and use just one color to paint its silhouette. Here I add a bit of light shining through the branches. As you can see, I kept playing with the colors until the shape felt right to me. Look at what we just created together, and pretty amazing, right? If you give it a try, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to see your version. And if you want more easy relaxing painting videos, don't forget to like, subscribe and stick around.